Alright, well, let's ride. So, it's Saturday evening. The weather is fine, so off I went to spend some tambay time at my usual hangout place in front of the convenience store at Petron, Dona, Soledad. I also hung out at Petron last evening, Friday evening, although it did rain in the evening last night, but it stopped at around 9 p.m. and I waited for a bit and it didn't rain anymore, so I decided to go out and it was okay. This evening is quite fine as well. Weather-wise, it was great. So I thought some tambay time was in order. I had been cooped up in the house all day long, just doing some paperwork that I had brought home from the office. Some reports to go through and so on. Yeah, tambay time for a little change in scenery was okay. Was just what the doctor ordered, in my opinion. So off I go. You will have noticed that the video is slightly different than the others that I had posted in that. This evening I used my other action camera, my Supremo 4K. I have two action cameras. The usual one that I use is the SJ Cam M20. I typically use that camera with my RS150 and with my Z250 SL. But this evening, I'm taking my Z1000R for the short commute to Petron. And with my Z1000R, I typically used my Supremo 4K action camera. Quality-wise, the Supremo action camera, the Supremo 4K action camera is okay, quite fine. I find that it's quite comparable to the M20, to the SJ Cam M20. Although, as you can see, as you may have noticed, there are some slight differences in the quality of the video. Now, I'm no expert in the matter, so I can't really say which one is the better one, but subjectively speaking, they are quite the same to me. So both are okay, I've found. It's a great evening, as you can see. Quite looking forward to hanging out at Petron. It being a Saturday evening and all, and weather-wise it's quite fine, so there's a good chance that some of the guys might show up. At least I'm hoping that they would show up. One or two, or even three. Hopefully. Although strictly speaking, not realistically, but admittedly, I'm okay either way. Whether the guys show up or not, I'm okay. I'm fine with that. When the guys show up, we have a nice time just talking about stuff, bonding and all that. If none of the guys shows up, I'm also fine with that. I spend nice quiet time just surfing the net, watching YouTube videos and so on, using my tablet phone. Before, I used to bring a netbook and use the free Wi-Fi that the coffee shop nearby offered. But nowadays, I use my tablet phone for surfing the net. I found that I can satisfy myself with the internet connection of my prepaid account. Screen's smaller than the netbook, but found that I'm satisfied with the quality. So a few hours later, I finished hanging out. Sadly, not one of the guys showed up. Well, here's my bike, my Z1000R. View could be better, but light is not that good, not that bright, so not that good a view of my bike. So with tambay time off, I went back to the house. It's par for the course as far as tambay was concerned. None of the guys showed up as I had mentioned, so I have spent my time just surfing the net on my tablet phone and vaping away on my e-cigarette as usual. I had a nice quiet time. I'm quite satisfied with the evening. With how the evening went, that is. I've mentioned it before in a previous video that I usually hang out at Petron, Dona Soledad, Better Living, Paranaque, along Dona Soledad Avenue, just across the road from Paranaque Doctors Hospital or PDH. So if you're ever in the area, if you find yourself passing through Dona Soledad on Friday evening, Saturday evening, and you see a Z1000R parked in front of the convenience store, or a Z250SL, or even an RS150 with a motobox, that's in all likelihood, that's me just hanging out. If you feel like stopping by, well, stop by and let's have a chat. So back to the homestead I go. You can tell by the timestamp of this part of the video, it's already well past midnight, 1, almost 2 a.m. I kinda overdid it, I admit. Kinda lost track of the time. That typically happens when I find myself enjoying just watching YouTube videos and such. And before I realized it, it's already well past midnight. And surprisingly, there's still a lot of people in the street. Yet, times sure have changed. Just a few years ago, the street would have been empty. All the people are already more or less asleep in their homes, and no vehicles on the road, or virtually no vehicles on the road at this time of the evening. What a difference a few years make. And this isn't even the busy part of the Metro Manila. You might consider this to be the suburbs part of Metro Manila, of Parañaque City even. So, quite surprising to find so many people still on the streets. Of course, it's Saturday, so I consider just people trying to let off steam and relax and just enjoy themselves. So, that's it for now. Until next time then, keep on riding on, baby.